Hey guys, it's Sid.
Is you, yeah. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need.
And today I'm back with another video. And today's video is going to be a story time video because I don't really have any more ideas at the moment. But if you guys want to put some ideas down in the comments, that'd be great. But so today is going to be a story time video, and this is in no way, shape, or form trying to throw shade at these people or anything. Hey, this girl's like literally my best friend. She's like my little sister, and yeah, she's just the greatest person ever. And yeah, I will be changing the. Actually, no, I don't need to throw any names out there. Anyways, I would have been changing the names anyways if I would have had to, but no, I'm not going to do that. So today we're going to be talking about how I broke my foot 2 times, and it wasn't this summer that we just came out of, it was the summer before that. So yeah, I broke my foot 2 times within that summer, and yeah, it was just a great summer. So the first time I broke my foot, I was at a graduation party, and it was my friend that I was talking about in the beginning, in the intro, and we didn't really know each other at the time. We actually just met that day. We knew of each other. Like, my mom did her mom's hair, and my mom also did her hair. So, we've heard of each other, but we've never actually met in person. My mom would just, tell her stories and stuff. So, we went over to their house because we were invited to that graduation party. And I remember that I was wearing a dress. Yeah, I was wearing a dress. And usually I wear, some type of shorts, spandex under a dress, because, just in case, you bend over and just in case your dress is too short and you bend over, nobody sees your underwear or anything. So I just got there, and we just met each other, and we went outside, and she has a trampoline, which I also do too. So most of the things I've done on trampoline, I'm pretty, because I used to do gymnastics. Sorry, I'm stepping on something down here. So yeah, I used to do gymnastics, and actually at the time I was doing gymnastics, I was actually on a competitive tumble team. So I was practicing flips and stuff on the trampoline all the time, and I was pretty sure that I was very good at them and that I'd land them each time. So I was on the trampoline. I think I remember, because I don't really remember this that well, but I remember it well enough to tell a story about it, because it hurt really bad. And yeah, my mom and dad didn't believe me at the time, but they believed me right after. So we went on the trampoline, and I shouldn't have even been on the trampoline anyways, because I wasn't wearing shorts under my dress, and I was wearing a dress. The 2 key factors you shouldn't be doing on a trampoline. You should never go on a trampoline with a dress on, and especially if you don't have shorts under it. So dumb old me goes on the trampoline, and she's like, "Oh, can you do any flips?" I think she said, or something. I said, "Yeah, I can do a back whip," which is basically a backflip. It's a type of backflip. So I go on there. I did a back whip. Of course, my dress comes up, and I land on both feet. So then a bunch of other kids see us out there, and they come running on the trampoline, because obviously they wanted to be with, I think it was her cousins. It was her cousins and 2 of her sisters, I think. So they come on the trampoline, and we all start jumping too. So I did a backflip again, and I landed on one foot and then kind of fell. And I knew something was wrong, because I didn't hear a crack or anything. I just kind of it just kind of hurt whenever I got back up. and then I tried jumping, and that really hurt, so I just got off the trampoline. So I had sandals on, but I just don't remember what they were. I think they were like a pool flip-flop from like the Walmart dollar section or something. But I couldn't really lift that up with my foot, and I was just like, okay, whatever, you know. And it still wasn't processing in my mind, hey, my foot is broke. So we go up the stairs into her house, and we go out in the front yard because her sisters or something were out there, and I think she wanted to show me something. And so I was just like, okay. So I'm hobbling out there, you know, and my foot still hurts really bad. And I go to like do something. I think I went to do, I don't really remember what I was doing, but like I went to sit down, and I was like, it felt better when I put pressure on it, which doesn't make sense at all, because you'd think if you just broke your foot, you wouldn't want to put pressure on it, but like it actually felt better to put pressure on it. So I put a little bit of pressure on it, it feels better. Then whenever I go sit down, because obviously at graduation parties you're going to have cake, I went to sit down to have a slice of cake, and it hurt really bad. Like, obviously I wasn't showing it because I didn't really want anybody to know, and I wasn't really sure what just happened. And I go to sit down. We leave shortly after we have cake because we didn't want to stay there long, so we still had to go like grocery shopping or something. So we didn't really want to stay too late because we didn't want the like grocery stores to close before we got there. So we leave, and my mom's like, Sydney, why are you hobbling out the door? Like, stop. And I'm like, I can't. Like, it hurts so bad. So I think I went walking through Aldi's, which is a store in Ohio. I don't know. Depending on where you're from, they might have one, but I know that they have them in Ohio. So we go walking through Aldi's. I'm still hobbling around, you know, and then we get to Sheck's, which is also known as IGA, but we call it Sheck's where I live. And I'm still like hobbling around. I can barely walk at this point. So then my mom's like, stop it, you're embarrassing me, you know. And then we go home, and I sit down. I can barely walk at this point. Like, I didn't know what I did. I thought I broke my foot, but like my foot didn't swell. Like, I don't know why it didn't swell, but like I don't really swell that much. I don't know. So my dad gets home, he checks it out. He's like, oh, it's probably just sprained. And my mom's like kind of calling the emergency room, like seeing if they're all full, because I think there's like, this is Saturday night, I think. I don't know. But my mom was like calling hospitals, like seeing how much the wait time would be, and they said like it's like 3 hours. You should probably wait till morning. So we waited till morning to go to the urgent care. Turns out my foot was actually broke, and like we felt so horrible because like my friend, like we didn't want to tell them because like we didn't want them to like worry. Like I just met them the other day, you know. So we go back home. My foot's broke. My dad bought me a puppy because he felt bad. So, and then I couldn't do my tumble team or anything, which wasn't bad because I was going to have to quit at some point because of my dad's job. So I guess, I mean, I was kind of starting to lose interest in it anyways. So, I mean, it's kind of good then. So then we're going to move on to the second time I broke my foot. So this is probably like a month or two later. I think it was like 2 months later. In like August, like right before we were starting school. It's probably like 2 weeks before I started school. So I went to start cross country because I really wanted to be in running. And I was running along and stuff. And cross country running, you run in grass and different like terrain and stuff. So we would mainly run on the track, especially me since I was newer. He wanted us to run on the track, and so I ran on the track, and I was pretty good. I mean, I was staying up with the faster kids, And so I go one morning. It was probably about a week into it or so. I went to Findlay, Ohio, to see my dad, because he was there for work. I went there. I was running around the campground and stuff, and then I came back to where I was running, and he started me out like as a beginner again because he just wanted me to take it easy for a little bit. So I'm starting out as a beginner, and he wanted me to run 1 mile for warm-up one day. So I ran that mile, and about second lap, my foot starts to hurt, like the same one. I think it's my right foot I broke. Yeah, it's my right foot I broke. So by second lap, I'm starting to notice like my foot is starting to hurt. And so I tell the coach, and he's like, oh, okay, you should just probably take it down a notch, just run 200 meters and then walk 200 meters. So I did that. My foot was starting to hurt really bad. So he said, go back to your foot doctor, you need to get an x-ray. And so we went back to the foot doctor, got an x-ray. It didn't show anything was wrong, but he wanted to search into it a little more because, okay, so like here's your foot. Wait, this is your foot, okay? So picture this, your thumb being the big toe. I broke from my big toe all the way down to like probably like right here, the bone. So it was a pretty good break. And then, sorry, I keep messing with my eye. There's like something in it. So then I go back there. He doesn't see anything on the x-ray. So then he ordered an MRI. Because he thought like maybe it's a stress fracture or something. And then I had to take like a week off, and then he put me in my walking boot again because I had crutches for like the first like week, the first time I broke my foot, and then I had a walking boot for like the rest. Like I think it was like 4 weeks or something. I don't know, but so he ordered an MRI. That took about like a month or so. I don't know. I just remember being in school and having to lug that big old thing around. And so I had to quit running, and I just like I never actually quit the team. I just kind of helped out. Like I helped the coaches take splits at races and stuff, and whatever they needed me to do, I just kind of helped them. So he gets the MRI, or we get the MRI, and it takes probably about a week or so to process. And my coach, he's also like a doctor, I think. He works a lot with my foot doctor, but that's not the point. He's like, it's really rare for you to get like a stress fracture in the ligaments of your big toe. And my luck, got a stress fracture in the big toe, the rarest place to get one. So yeah, I got a stress fracture, which I think those take longer to heal because it's from having too much stress on your. I don't really know what they're caused by. You can look it up, but yeah. So I ended up having a stress fracture. I had to keep the boot on for like 6 more weeks or so. I just remember having it on till like October, I think. I don't know, but yeah, I guess is 2 ways I broke my foot over the summer, like I think like a year ago or so. So yeah, hope you all like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Turn those post notifications on. When you've done all that, comment done, #post notifications in the comments down below. And yeah, bye guys.